And you know what? I'll hit you all with some highlights here. Hopefully we don't get demonetized for this one as well. How about Iaquinta ending the UFC on Fox era, kind of, by defeating Kevin Lee? Let's take a look at this, guys. So first off, we'll go up to the top soon enough, but early on, Kevin Lee was able to impose his strength. Look at this mauling of a takedown. That's grown man strength from a guy who doesn't have it all yet. He's still a young man. He's still like 26. Iaquinta, though, at the end of the round, really got in Lee's face, turned it on. The story of this fight, and we'll show you a few clips here and there. Iaquinta's striking really opened things up for him. At times, Lee would outstrike Iaquinta, but Iaquinta was landing the stronger shots. Iaquinta was really putting it to Kevin Lee, and Kevin Lee from the get-go, with the exception of that bear hug takedown, essentially, Kevin Lee looked like he was coasting through this whole fight. It wasn't until he looked for takedowns, and that was periodically, that he looked like he had any sense of urgency. There was no sense of urgency out of Kevin Lee. He walked forward into the jab and into the hooks, oftentimes circling right into it of Iaquinta. For all the talent that Kevin Lee has, and he has a ton, I pegged him as the next breakout star in the UFC. His striking has regressed. His game planning has regressed. His ability has regressed. You could give me Kevin Lee with a staph infection against Tony Ferguson over the Kevin Lee that I saw in this cage tonight. And then let me show you his reaction after Iaquinta very clearly took 3 rounds. The balls on Kevin Lee. The balls on him to react like that. I think that is indicative. That is reflective. The way that Kevin Lee acted after this fight is a perfect mirror to how he acted during the fight. His corner did not help. His corner went out there for the 5th round and instructed him to strike. My dudes, what are you doing? The man's getting peppered on the feet. Your man's is getting pummeled on the feet. He was given 2 to take 1 here and there, but then that 1 that he was taking got to be so powerful that he started giving 1 to take 3, giving 1 to take 4. It accumulated. That damage built up. You know, I've sang high praises of Kevin Lee because, man, from a personality standpoint, he's got it. You saw him dancing to the cage, but man. This was not the Kevin Lee I was talking about. The Kevin Lee that I was talking about put the pain on Tony Ferguson even in a losing effort and made a believer out of me with a staph infection. Kevin Lee I'm talking about put away Michael Chiesa in the 1st round, put away Francisco Trinaldo in the 2nd. Went on an insane streak as a wrestler and forced Edson Barboza into submission, into a doctor stoppage, essentially. My bad. In April. Now, maybe it's the weight cut. I don't know what it is, but a 165-pound division isn't going to do a damn thing if Kevin Lee walks into a fight and walks into the jab of Iaquinta and walks into the hook of Iaquinta. Because I'll tell you this, and man, I've got a lot of respect for Iaquinta. What, you going to do that against Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor's going to snipe you, my dude. Conor McGregor's going to be far less kind. You going to do that to Dustin Poirier? Good luck. You going to do that to Nate Diaz? Even though Diaz has been out 2 years, Diaz is going to pepper you. How about Justin Gaethje? You going to not have a sense of urgency to take down Justin Gaethje? All right, have fun getting your calf kicked out from underneath you. Even Anthony Pettis. All right, you're going to eat a spin kick to the dome at this stage. These are the guys ranked above Iaquinta. These are the guys that Kevin Lee's got to angle to face now. James Vick will take you down if you don't take him down. He's a rangy dude. Alexander Hernandez can put people to sleep. Good luck with that. And what happens if you move up? You move into 170, you're probably not out wrestling Colby Covington or Kamaru Usman. You're probably not closing the range of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I think Kevin Lee could beat Rafael dos Anjos. I really do. I think he could probably beat Robbie Lawler as long as he doesn't walk into his jab, walk into his hook. I don't know. I think a 165-pound division is needed, but there was nothing that Kevin Lee showed me tonight that reinforced the praises that I had sang about him for the year prior after the performance against Tony Ferguson. Not one. Al Iaquinta is the most badass real estate agent on the planet. He went 5 rounds with Khabib Nurmagomedov earlier this year on no notice and a year layoff. I mean, the guy never fights. He took a 2-year break, then a year break, and then an 8-month break, but he's got to get a big title fight. Or not a big title fight. He's got to get a big fight. Poirier would be good. I like that. I wouldn't mind to see him against Barboza either. Speaking of Barboza, hey, pro wrestling fans, if you ever wonder what I mean when I tell you the old pant shitter kicks, well, my friends, just tune in and watch what Edson Barboza did to Dan Hooker. A Dan Hooker who the UFC thought was going to emerge as a superstar.